Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today in the Leatherface DLC for Dead by Daylight, grabbing the Texas Barbecue achievement. This is to hook a survivor in a basement 25 times. This one's going to be done from the killer's side. You do not need any of the DLC content to get this one done. Start up the game as whatever killer you want. The first thing you want to do as soon as you get into the game is you want to make sure you establish where the basement is. Every single map is going to have a location known as the main building. This is going to be the most probable location of the basement. Make sure you look on inside, and then if you notice a stairwell leading downstairs, this is going to be the location of the basement. Basements are going to be the same on every single map. Once you head down, you are going to notice that there's going to be these 4 hooks right here, which is going to be the main gimmick of the basement. These hooks are going to be indestructible. They cannot be broken by toolboxes, nor will they go away once you sacrifice someone on them. Basements are also going to contain 1 treasure chest in either one of the 3 corners for the survivors to try to head down to loot, and basements will also have a bunch of lockers in case the survivors are going to want to be hiding down here. So that's going to pretty much be the description of the basement. Your goal for this achievement is to try to hook someone on one of those indestructible hooks a total of 25 times. Now, the other kind of location where a basement can appear are going to be killer shacks. Not every map is going to have a killer shack, but if it does, the basement can appear underneath. Killer shacks are going to be these square buildings that appear around the perimeter of the maps. They're going to have 2 entrances. One of them has a pallet. It's also going to have a window and a few lockers, and then if the basement does appear underneath, it should appear exactly the same as it would if it did appear underneath the main building. So with that established, what you want to do is you want to make sure you determine where the basement is on your map, and then you want to make sure you plan accordingly. Of course, you're more likely than not going to get this achievement through natural gameplay if you happen to down someone near the basement. What you want to do is you want to make sure you take the extra trip to bring them downstairs and then hook them. The main advantage to the basement, obviously, is there's only going to be one way in and one way out, so it's going to be a pretty good location to guard against someone who's trying to come in for the rescue. So make sure you try to get as many people as you can in the basement. Unfortunately, you can only get 1 per match per survivor, so the total you can get in a single match is going to be 4. So again, I recommend just working on this through your natural gameplay, since you are more likely than not going to take advantage of the basements in your normal course of playing the game. Of course, if you are just focused on the achievement and have no moral problems about it, what you can also do is once you hook a survivor in the basement, you can just sit here and then camp them. More likely than not, their altruistic teammates are going to try to come in for the rescue. And then once you try to get someone who tries to pull the other person from the hook, what you can do is you can pull them off and then hook them as well. And this will snowball effect to the rest of the team if you get a full team of people who fall for this. But nonetheless, once you manage to get 25 through any method, you should be good for the achievement. It's going to not be too grindy, but again, keep in mind you can only get it once per survivor per match, so it's going to take at minimum a few games. But once you do manage to get the 25, you should be good for your achievement. 40 gamer score for this one, and that's all there is to it.